Hello, Ducks fans and hockey fans in Orange County, California. It's that time again. We've been waiting for a long, long time, and you guys know what I'm talking about. One day from now, 42 hours from now, our Ducks will begin the 28th season in Vegas in what would be their third short season in the 28-year history of our team. Like most of you, it's been a long wait. I mean, the last game that our Ducks have played was on March of 2019 before the pandemic messed things up and created the most unusual off season that not only our Ducks but the NHL and the sports world has seen in a long, long time. But we've one day left to go. I know all of you are just so super stoked and fired up as I am for this team to hit the ground running. It's been so long. I mean, it's been 10 months, but many of us have been waiting long and reminiscing and reflecting on the season and the 2019-2020 season, the NHL draft, looking at the World Junior Hockey Championships. Kudos to Trevor Zegras and the other three American Ducks prospects on winning the World Junior Hockey Championship and World Junior Gold. Kudos to you guys. So everything's set, ready to go. I mean, we're all fired up. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. So, anyways, yes, a lot of you are waiting. We're waiting for the season. We have our expectations. Some of us are setting it a little low because with the less changes the Ducks have made. I mean, the roster is still there, except there's a whole ton of young Ducks in our system, and the majority of them has been sent to San Diego, who are basically practicing out of the Great Park and for Ice in Irvine, which will be the temporary home for the Gulls until who knows when the restrictions and lockdowns will be lifted. Hopefully soon. Hopefully really soon, because there's a whole lot of talent on the Gulls that many of them, including Zegras and Jamie Drysdale, are very worthy of wearing the Ducks D. But we will see what happens when they suit up for the Gulls and get a little bit of seasoning in them, and knowing the ways of pro hockey, knowing the ways of the NHL. Speaking of which, I mean, like many of you, as we await this season, as we wait our Ducks to begin to hit the ground running and start bashing in all of their opposition, their enemies, their rivals, and the newly formed and temporarily short-term Honda West Division, there are a lot of things that we'll have things to get used to. Number one, the Ducks will be playing in a division with LA, San Jose, Arizona. I mean, I'm very stoked, man. I'm sorry if I am lost in translation. I'm just eager for this team to just start leading with trail of destruction. But most of us know that as our Ducks are ready and eager to compete, we have to like expect some things that we may have to adjust. I mean, one, and I'm going back to before I get a little lost for words. The Ducks will be playing in the Honda West Division with at least 7 other teams. So who knows how it will pan out. I mean, it will be a tough division. There's a lot of talent in the Honda West, and the Ducks will be playing 56 against all those rivals and enemies they've faced. I mean, it's good, always good to see that level of competition going, even though that all four divisions are basically mini leagues, mini regional mini leagues. I mean, the Ducks won't be traveling that much. I mean, they're traveling to LA, they're traveling to San Jose, to Arizona, to all of those teams. Very like it's very close. I wouldn't say close, very close regionally, in a way. I mean, it builds up like that rivalry, that competition, and many of you know that we'll be seeing no fans. There'll be no fans at the Ducks at the Ducks home arena, the Honda Center, aka the Pond as we call it. It's something we should not be surprised. Something we should not be disappointed. It was obvious. I mean, it should be like something we're going to see. I mean, some NHL teams will be allowing 25% of their fans in, while others will allow at least 20% of their fans in. But for our Ducks, it's and for us Ducks fans, we should not be surprised. I mean, we should not be surprised at what we see in the Honda Center. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. Seeing that empty Honda Center, not hearing the roar of the crowd, and feeling the positive energy, but deep down in the sides, we can cheer in spirit. We could watch them on TV. We can watch them on live stream. We can listen to the radio or internet radio, anything that we can connect to them, especially if the COVID pandemic is still screwing things up. So I know that some of you guys are, how do I put this way? You're setting the bar a little low. On where the Ducks will finish in the Honda West Division. I don't believe that. I don't believe in predictions. I believe in a wait and see approach. Usually, it doesn't. I don't believe in predictions. I don't believe in where the Ducks would finish. I mean, it's not me. I mean, because we don't know. We don't know where the Ducks will finish. I mean, they can finish at top of the division, which would be great. They could finish at the bottom of the division, which would be a huge disappointment. Okay, but knowing our Ducks, being a bottom dweller and finish like at the bottom of the league is not in their DNA. And for me personally, I always go for a wait and see approach, because 99% of the time, hockey predictions or all sports predictions are always wrong. Yes, I said it, it's always wrong. And one example is that the 2002-2003 season, if anyone remembers well, it was predicted the Mighty Ducks, Anaheim Ducks, would finish in like the bottom of their division or something like that. And I remember it well, and also remember that the Ducks at that time defied the odds and finished. Well, they finished like at least like one game away from winning the Stanley Cup, which proved like the doubters and the sports pundits wrong, and which is why I don't believe in this prediction and stuff, because I'm more of a wait and see type of guy. And with the Ducks having so much young talent on that team, it you know full well that not changing the roster except for signing Kevin Shattenkirk is really, it's really, they're really gambling with this season. I mean, I know that Bob is probably not on, probably on his last leg, or who knows, probably going to ride this season out. Who knows? But I mean, losing Christian Jews, or the Jews, the defenseman on waivers was not too keen, not too was not a great move, but not a good move. So, and for the roster itself, okay, we don't know what this roster is going to look like on opening night in Vegas. One thing we know, it won't change, but one thing we know is that Gibson will be the number one goalie. Miller is going to back up. The third goalie, who knows? Third goalie. There will be a taxi squad or a reserve squad waiting in the wings just in case, if God forbid, something happens to any of our Ducks players. The forward lines would basically be something well the same, but it would be a mixture of youth and experience. I mean, one example would be the I'm reading about like a line that's been like having Ryan Getzlaf at the center, Isaac Lundstrom on the left wing, and Danton Heenan on the right wing. Now, that is something that I'm interested to see or interested to hear, because no matter where you see it from, this team, I mean, not playing for 10 months is eager to prove themselves. I mean, it's very eager to prove themselves. Whatever they do, if they can, like, create that momentum, if they could, like, say, score first, which I would love they do, instead of, like, being, like, waiting for the opposition or their enemy, the rivals, to just score the first goal and have us like sweat it out until they score like 2 more goals. I mean, it would be something to see. But I know for sure that as the season goes on, once the puck drops, as the Ducks find their legs and find their focus and their coming together, I have confidence the team can and will be ready to stand toe-to-toe with LA and San Jose, Vegas, Arizona. I keep on bringing these up again. Sorry, I'm sorry about that, but I'm just so worked up, so ready for this team. I mean, we need Ducks hockey, and Orange County needs Ducks hockey. I mean, in my personal opinion, after what 2020 has been to the people and to local Ducks fans, I can feel your pain and understand that you need a positive distraction. You need a unity moment. I mean, after all the craziness that's been going on, and I can't blame you, because sports is always and always, along with Ducks hockey and hockey itself, is always the big antidote to the people who are demoralized, and at this time again, Ducks hockey is very important, more than ever. Which brings me to something that I think that many of you have seen: the Ducks changing their hashtag from "Let's Go Ducks" hashtag Let's Go Ducks on Twitter to hashtag Fly Together. Why am I bringing this up to you? I'll tell you why. Hashtag Fly Together, even though it may sound silly, which, yes, it does, but listen to me very well. That hashtag will be holding a lot of weight, and it will hold a lot of weight for local Ducks fans and for all Ducks fans. I mean, In these challenging times we face, in these tough times we are enduring right now. I mean, the uncertainty. Flying together has a lot of meaning and should have a lot of meaning. And right now, as we count down the hours to the Ducks' 28th season, we fly together, okay? We are flying as one fan base, as one groups of people who love the sport of hockey, and one group of people that want to come together, regardless of the differences we believe in. That is what hashtag fly together means. And I mean, as games go on, whether win or lose, no matter if they're good or bad, we fly together. We fly together as we fly together. We fly together over adversity. We fly together over negativity that's been surrounding us so long for all these months. It's important that, and the meaning it gives us this feeling that, hey, yes, we are all in, we need to stay strong, but we need to communicate in order to fly together. I mean, that's my personal view on what the hashtag fly together means. And for this season, I mean, call it what you will. You can call it a kind of like a rallying cry or something like that, or motivation. All in all, I have to say, whether or not we're doing good, we're doing bad, we need Ducks hockey. And right now, I just can't wait for this team to dish out punishment. So, till then, I'll see you guys soon.